Moving on to the blush after the powder contouring, I'm using the blush in MAC. That brand is MAC. I'm using MAC blush. So I'll just go over the highlighting areas a bit. I would like you know how to go about it. So you don't want that demarcation mark between the contour and the blush to show. It has to be blended. So you can actually go over the contouring area. See, I was trying to blend it with the contour because it has to be flawless. There should be no demarcation. Moving on to highlights, I'll be using Osha's correct powder contour. I use Osha's to highlight. So I use Osha's to set rather. This is the setting part. Yeah, when you want the highlighting areas, you set and you bake. So this is a setting part. I'm setting with Osha's powder. Yeah, this is mainly for highlight and contour. It is not a powder for other face like every other part of the face. This is for only highlight and contour. And when you are highlighting with, or probably when you're setting, you place your powder on it, like a kind of dabbing. Yeah, that's it. You place it, like, because you want to highlight, you are not blending it, so you place it on it. Yeah, that's it. It's not really showing, but that's the setting part of it. Yeah, I'll be using mauve powder. This is mauve powder. I'll be using it to snatch our nose, to define our nose, to bring out the defined nose. A kind of a tiny nose. Yeah, a tiny nose. So that's what I'll be doing with mauve powder. And I'm using a kind of a beauty blender, a flat one, to define it, because this one is not a kind of round one. This one is giving me a straight shape. So I just want to bring out the contour area of our nose. I want to highlight it, I want to define it, I want it to be defined, to show well than before. And when you see now, you see that the tiny part is already coming out. I want a nose as small as possible. So that's that about snatching a nose. Okay, when you snatch the nose bridge, and then I'll be snatching the jawline now. Yeah, I'm snatching the jawline now. I went below the contouring area and the blush area. So this is me just kind of defining her jaw, trying to create a kind of shape for her that I want the face to look like, and how I want the face to look like rather. Makeup is actually be defining something, I tell you. So here's me snatching the nose. Now moving on to the brows. I went to my spoolie brush, that's mascara wand brush, to brush out hair. Remember, it has been carved. So this is me just trying to lay out for the low lid. Yeah. And then I went into the same primer, the same face primer I used. Yeah, this is for my brows not to be wet and probably sweaty when your client is out. So this is just to hold the brows down. Yeah. Then after doing this, I'll be brushing it off, because like I said, the primer is kind of sticky. So I brushed it out and I went into a smaller brush, as a powder brush, and I dabbed it. I dabbed the powder in the brows, This is the kind of priming process. So I dabbed in, as you can see. Yeah, then I'll be moving on to the main brows now. I'm still trying to brush out because I want a perfect eyebrow. If you want the perfect eyebrow, you have to brush it all out. Yeah, I mean all out.